this may sound morbid, but what would you do, or what if it was you, or if you saw somebody drink the ashes of your deceased grandmother? What would you do if that was you? What would you do if it was someone you knew? And how would you feel after the consumption of your grandmother's ashes? Let's be honest, I am not a perfect Christian. There's hot topics out there. But with God, I am saved. And this is why I react. So we are on Reddit, and this person put, I drank a little bit of my grandmother out of morbid curiosity. My mama passed away years ago when I was 12, and it hit me severely in the gut with unresolved grief and depression. She has been cremated, and my mom left the responsibility to keep her urn in my room. I've since made her a shrine in her memory. My mom has now moved into a new place, now lives across the states, and I'm planning to visit her in the next week. She requested I bring some of Mama to spread her ashes in the river nearby her new house. Usually she likes to do this when we find a new place or a beach, take a little bit of someone we held close to our memory. Now, this is the first time I've touched the urn. It's never been open since her cremation. I and my mother are very spiritual people, and I have the irrational fear that touching the urn somehow will cause some form of hex or misjudgment on my part, so I've never touched it. But I cannot take the entire thing with me, so I opened it and poured some into a tightly closed jar to take with on a trip. In order to get the ashes out, I use a smaller measuring cup to accurately get a portion of the container. With this, a film of residue was left in the smaller jar. In my extremely emotional, vulnerable state and morbid curiosity, when I went to wash out the small jar, I took a few sips of the murky water. Like I said at the beginning of this video, very morbid. I don't know what to really say about this. It is strange, to say the least, right? The fact that you were curious, right, to even drink the ashes with some of the murky water or whatever is just weird. Whether you even just pop some of those ashes up in your mouth and just let it go down your esophagus or whatever it may have been, right? It's just very creepy. It's very weird. Are you going to be cursed or any of this? I don't know. But to me, that's just plain disrespectful, though. That's plain disrespectful. Regardless of if you believe in curses or hexes or whatever you may believe in, the fact is you went and consumed the ashes of your deceased grandmother in an attempt to get some of the ashes to take to your mama to put in the river. I understand like traditions, I understand all these things, like people wanting to, do these certain things for people and for your loved ones and stuff like that. I understand that. People do your thing, right? But drinking or eating or cooking or baking or whatever with people's ashes, that's a no-no. That's just weird. I mean, I'm glad that the person wasn't all up in there like, now I am one with my grandma. Now, I understand that. Now, that would be, another turn, right? That would be something a little bit, okay? But here's the thing, right? Why would that even be a curiosity? Why would that thought even cross your mind ever? Especially especially at that moment. I understand that you said you were in a vulnerable state, you were very weak, you were just very emotional, all this, but I don't think if I was very emotional or in a vulnerable state, I would be like, let me go ahead and consume the ashes of my dead grandma. That would be like when my dog passed away and I had the ashes. That's me like cracking open that little box and be like, you know what? I want to be one with my dog right now. Nah. Like that's very morbid. It's very strange. And like I said, if you believe in hexes and all that, I like maybe you're gonna be cursed for it. I don't really know, but I would say the main point of this is the disrespect, though. You know, I know your grandma's passed on. She's in a better place now. She's where she is and everything like that. But I feel like consuming it, drinking that, or any of that, that's just very disrespectful to the spirit of her, to the memory of her, just to her in general. Whether you need to pray about it, whether you need to go and ask for forgiveness, or really just meditate, whatever that you got to do, I feel like you got to try to reconcile or try to make right of that situation, because that is just morbid and it's disrespectful and it's downright just strange. So if that was me and somehow I had the curiosity and the strangeness to go and consume some ashes of somebody that was deceased, I definitely would feel guilty, and I would probably go down the route of trying to reconcile and fix this, because I ain't trying to be no grave digger that's trying to go and, oh, those ashes feel so good. I ain't trying to do that. But that's just me. I feel like you got to reconcile and just really fix that situation, because that's very murky. It's very crazy and strange. So without further ado, y'all, I'm going to have to bid y'all adieu. If you have yet to subscribe, do that too. And until next time, y'all already know. Are y'all following me on TikTok? Y'all need to go over there. Follow me on TikTok. Do me that favor. Let's go ahead and get that community up. Let's get those followers up. Link is in the bio. And are y'all even following the IG? Y'all need to go follow me up on IG, bro. Trying to be that consistent, positive dude that y'all in need of, bro. Go ahead and go follow that IG. Link is going to be in the bio. And now part of this YouTube. Follow for different perspective on trending topics. You need some motivational quotes, you come here. You want to see some sweet reactions, you come here. And most importantly, let's build the fam. So subscribe to this as well. Without further ado, y'all, you already know. Salute. So here's the situation. I'm going to need you to do me a favor and share this video with anybody, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be you sharing it up on your story on IG, share it up on Facebook, wherever it may be. You never know who needs some motivational words of the day, who needs some positivity thrown their way. You don't know if somebody might just want to hear a different view on something that's trending right now. So do me that favor and share it. And if you could subscribe, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Let's build this fam up. Let's build the community. And let's see where this thing goes. You know, nobody's perfect. I ain't perfect. You ain't perfect. So why not build a community where imperfect people could come and hear similar views? You already know. Salute.